AI just crossed a very weird line. It is no longer only writing code, answering questions, or making pretty videos. This week, the hot zone is AI systems that patch security bugs, agents that prompt other agents, Hollywood studios testing AI filmmaking, and chip startups raising hundreds of millions because the compute race refuses to calm down. In other words, the AI industry looked at move fast and break things and said, cool. What if the thing moving fast is also the thing fixing the breakage? If you are new here, I'm the AI Orchestrator. I track the important moves in AI, cut through the noise, and bring you the stories that actually matter. If that helps you stay ahead, hit like, subscribe, and let's get into today's briefing. First up, OpenAI is pushing deeper into cybersecurity with Daybreak and a new initiative called Patch the Planet. The official OpenAI materials describe tools around Codex security and GPT-5, 5 Cyber, with the goal of moving beyond simply finding vulnerabilities and toward helping validate, patch, test, and document fixes. That distinction matters. Finding bugs with AI is impressive, but it can also bury maintainers under a mountain of reports. The real bottleneck is not, can a model spot something scary? It is, can a small open source team safely turn that finding into a fix without accidentally setting the repo on fire? TechCrunch's coverage frames the initiative as OpenAI working with Trail of Bits, so expert security engineers can review issues before they hit maintainers, help build patches, and create reusable workflows. That is the serious version of AI security. Not a magic bug cannon, but a triage and repair pipeline. The big question is trust. If AI creates more vulnerability reports than humans can process, security gets noisier. If AI helps convert the right reports into tested patches, security may actually get faster. That is the difference between a smoke alarm and a fire department. Next, agents are getting loopy, literally. TechCrunch highlighted comments from Claude Code creator Boris Cherny about loops, where agents keep working in the background, and in some cases, agents prompt other agents that then write or improve code. This is a big shift. 2 years ago, the story was AI can write code. Then it became AI agents can use tools. Now the next layer is AI agents can keep checking the system, spotting patterns, opening pull requests, and improving other agents' work. That sounds powerful. It also sounds like the world's most caffeinated intern. Except the intern never sleeps, and occasionally decides the architecture needs a spiritual rebirth. At 12 inches the morning. The practical upside is obvious. Continuous refactoring, duplicate abstraction cleanup, automated reviews, and systems that do maintenance work humans never get around to. The risk is also obvious. If the loop is poorly scoped, you don't get automation, you get an infinite motion machine with commit access. So the winning teams will not be the ones that simply turn on agents. They will be the ones that design the loop. Boundaries, tests, permissions, review gates, and rollback paths. Agentic AI is becoming less about one genius prompt and more about operating discipline. Now for the Hollywood story. Google DeepMind and the studio A24 are exploring AI filmmaking workflows. If AI filmmaking tools only produce generic sludge, creators will reject them. But if a studio known for strong taste is involved, the story becomes more nuanced. Not AI replaces artists, but what does an artist-controlled AI workflow look like? The industry will not give this a free pass. Filmmakers are watching consent, training data, credits, jobs, and creative control very closely. The question is not only, can the model generate a shot? It is, who owns the shot, who approves it, and who gets paid? Next, the money engine. TechCrunch reports that AI chipmaker Grok confirmed a $650 million raise while rebuilding after a major NVIDIA-related talent and IP licensing drama. The pattern matters more than the drama. Models are only the front end. Behind the magic box is silicon, power, networking, cooling, and a lot of investors pretending they are totally calm. That matters because the future of AI is serving millions of requests, running agents for long periods, generating video, searching code bases, and doing it cheaply enough that customers do not faint when the invoice arrives. So chip and cloud funding is not a side story. It is the supply chain of intelligence. If compute gets cheaper and faster, new products become possible. If it gets constrained, even the smartest model becomes a very expensive demo. Finally, the builder signal. Hugging Face and IBM Research published Kuga, a lightweight harness for building real agentic apps, alongside work on benchmarking whether open models are actually agentic enough on real tooling. This is less flashy than a frontier model launch, but it may be more useful for developers. The Kuga write-up focuses on the plumbing: tools, state, guardrails, cost and latency modes, code execution, and keeping long agent runs from losing track of intermediate results. Hugging Face's benchmark story makes the same point from a different angle. If coding agents are going to use our libraries, docs, CLIs, and APIs, we need to measure not just the final answer, but the path, turns, tokens, errors, retries, and whether the tooling sends the model into a ditch. That is a healthy sign. The agent world is moving from, look, it clicked a button, to, can this survive contact with real software? Less magic, more measurement. Honestly, that is when a technology starts growing up. One more item to watch. TechMeme is tracking ByteDance's Seedance 2.5, reportedly expanding AI video generation to longer clips and more reference materials. If that holds, the AI video race is shifting from pure image quality toward control. Longer scenes, more references, and more consistent direction. So today's signal is clear. AI is becoming less like a chatbot and more like an operating layer. Patching code, looping over tasks, entering film production, competing for compute, and forcing developers to measure how agents behave in the real world. The hype is loud. The actual story is deeper. The winners will be the teams that can make AI useful, governed, measurable, and trusted. I'm the AI Orchestrator. If you want the signal without drowning in the feed, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next briefing.